Mark brings to the party's got it going on. What Mark brings to the party's getting you on your way home. What Mark brings to the party's keeping you in the mix. Mark Gunn in the afternoon on B96. Long till you hear your favorite song. 571B965. That's the way you keep it live.
West Paw in the morning. Mark Gunn in the afternoon. Louisville's B96.5.
No, I wanted to put that on you. So I came by today to ask you when you're going to get married, man. That's an issue. We've been receiving a lot of calls in the mayor's office about this. It's elevated to a community-wide problem.
Oh, man.
All the women of Louisville that haven't been married are thinking, what's happening here?
What's really going on?
Yeah, what's really going on?
Wow. It's blazing hip-hop and R&B. It's B96.5. Ladies and gentlemen, I am in the studio with His Honor the Mayor, Greg Fischer. Good to see you again, Your Honor. We first met during the early part of the campaign. That's during an ACLU forum that I was honored to moderate.
That's right.
And you're working hard through the community. You got everybody's support behind you. And here you sit in front of me. And the most pressing question is, when am I getting married?
When do you get married, man? This is elevated to the switchboard at the mayor's office was overrun with phone calls this morning on when's Gunn going to pull this off. So come on, man. You got a lot of women around the community that are waiting to hear the answer.
We're talking about the article that appeared in yesterday's forum section of the Courier-Journal. Special thanks to Larry Muhammad for a piece that was a whole lot of fun.
What are friends for?
Yeah, exactly.
You thought you had pressure before.
Man.
Now you got 1 million people saying,
when is he going to get
What's
married?
going to happen here? What's the real story? Well, look, if I can help in it at all, just let me know.
Oh, appreciate it. I might have you officiate.
Yes, that would be my pleasure.
Oh, there you go. But on to the real business at hand. Coming up on Sunday, April 3rd at 3:30 at the Sellbach Hotel. It is another component to the Walking with Survivors event that we held a few weeks ago. It's called a compassion ceremony. And Mayor Fischer is going to be the keynote speaker for this, right?
Well, it's my honor to participate and be amongst the survivors here. Every incident, every homicide obviously affects the person involved, but the families that are left behind to deal with this and pick up the pieces, it's tough. It's real tough. And through these folks, oftentimes we're inspired on how to deal with this tremendous loss and tremendous adversity. Mm-hmm. And we hope by pulling all these folks together through the leadership of Christopher 2X, there'll be hundreds of people at this event that will reach another level, another chapter in the book, so to speak, of how to move on, how we can pull together. We don't forget, but we improve the way that we dialogue with the community around all of the hardship that goes with each and every one of these homicides.
And you've had to hit this particular issue with, you had to hit it with the ground running, basically, when you got into office, because I know your platform, more or less, was more about economic development, and these types of crimes do have an adverse effect on that when it comes to developing outside businesses coming into the community and that kind of thing, right?
Well, they do that. Louisville, for a large city, is a relatively safe city. But, if your loved one is killed, it gets real personal real quick.
Right.
So we want 0 homicides in the community. We want a community that's thriving economically. That certainly helps when people see they have alternatives to whatever lifestyle they choose to pursue. And a healthy economy helps us in many different ways. Now, one of the things I mentioned in 3 elements we're working on is a community that's passionate about lifelong learning, a community that's even healthier than what we are right now, and a community that's even more compassionate than what we are. And the compassion frequently is manifested through service to others as well. So that's another message around compassion that we send at service to others. The survivors, how they decide to move on and how they help others that are affected like this. And also hopefully raise the consciousness of the community that there are alternatives to dispute resolution rather than a homicide, obviously. And raising the consciousness of kids that might be apathetic and say they can't be involved, to help them provide service to the community, keep their way through high school, on to college. These are all the ways that survivors can help.
All right, once again, we are talking with His Honor the Mayor, Greg Fischer, about the Compassion Ceremony that'll be held on Sunday, April 3rd at the Sellbach Hotel, the Grand Ballroom, looking at 500 criminal homicides between 2003 and 2010. That's when the city-county merger took place, and a lot of these families are still looking for answers. A lot of these cases are getting solved as more evidence comes in, and you're working closely with the police chief and the police department to get that particular message out.
Right. Resolving the crimes is one thing, but the more personal issue is the hole in the heart that so many people have through these things. Okay, so not only, obviously, do we want to eliminate any and all this, you want to help people heal through these unfortunate incidents that you wouldn't wish on anybody. So part of what's important is that no matter where you live in the community, east, south, west, you've got to ask yourself, how can I be part of the solution here? It could affect anybody. So we need to raise the awareness on this and ask everybody to be part of the solution.
And a whole lot of people are going to be a part of the solution and a part of this spectacular ceremony that's going to be taking place. Mainline Broadcasting is taking a part in this since we are a part of the Fight Crimes Against Children initiative. We've got Christopher 2X, of course, people from the police department, Lieutenant Barry Wilkerson, a great friend to our broadcast company. We've got all kinds of people coming in for this event, and of course you doing the keynote address.
Well, I'm happy to do that. Part of my job is to make us a more caring, more compassionate, more loving community. That means sometimes we got to talk about things that are painful, because only by going there can other people be awoken to how serious these issues are, and hopefully that spurs them on to action.
All right, if you want more information about the Compassion Ceremony, what you need to do is keep it right here. Always, you can log on to our website at b96jams.com, give us a call, and I look forward to doing this because I think it's going to be a great catalyst to start to heal a whole lot of people.
Okay, look forward to being with hundreds of people here on April 3rd at the Sellbach.
All right, Mayor Greg Fischer, it's B96.
What Mark brings to the party's got it going on. What Mark brings to the party's getting you on your way home. What Mark brings to the party's keeping you in the mix. Mark Gunn in the afternoon on B96. Till you hear your favorite song. 571 B965. That's the way you keep it live.
West Paw in the morning, Mark Gunn in the afternoon. Louisville. Speed 96.5.